When it comes to photography, there are a number of ways you can promote your skill level. However, this one thing that I did, I think was the best way to improve my photography skills. For those of you who regularly watch my channel, you'll realise back in 2021, I built a bird garden right outside my studio here, specifically to do photography in. Let's face it, being a landscape and bird and wildlife photographer during the pandemic with all the lockdowns really did suck. So if I couldn't get out to the birds, I decided to bring the birds to me. Over a period of 6 months, I built this bird garden to attract the local honey-eating varieties of birds in my area. Now, I won't go too much into the specifics of the bird garden in terms of what varieties of plants I used, etc. In fact, I've already made a video on that, and what I'll do is I'll leave that at the end of this video. You can check out a little bit later on. So it's been years now since I created that bird garden, and besides the fact my place is now thriving and alive with bird life, which I love, it's also given me a number of opportunities daily to get out there with my camera. By constantly going out into the bird garden with my gear here, I was able to improve my photography skills in a number of ways. Firstly, I got to know the characteristics of certain species of birds and changed my settings on my camera accordingly to get the best results. Now, this took a lot of experimentation and playing around with different shutter speeds and f-stops. Secondly, the fact the bird garden takes me all of 10 seconds to get out there meant I had no excuses as to why I shouldn't be out there practicing. And as we all know, with continual practice with anything you try your hand at, you only get better and better as time goes on. So yeah, unlike the excuses you use when you're not going to the gym or exercising, you know, the ones I mean, like, oh, I just don't want to drive that far, or no, I'm still too sore from last time, or I'm too tired after work. I had no excuses. If I heard a bird or birds out in the garden, I could very easily pick up my camera and be ready to fire off the shutter in a matter of seconds. It's kind of like having your own practice range. Just a little story, many years ago, I actually used to work with a cinematographer here in Australia who went on to be quite successful in doing films and TV commercials. But one thing I noticed, even during his lunch break, he would be out in the studio and he'd be setting up different lighting setups around things like mannequins or even sandbags. And he was always experimenting, honing his skills. So yeah, no excuses. And I guess that's what I'm trying to say in this video, is to make things easier for yourself to practice your photography, giving you no excuses. Don't make it so that you have to travel 1,000,000 miles each day to a location just to practice. You might create a little studio in your home, or you might do what I did, only not on such a huge scale. Plant some plants in your garden or hang some seed feeders that attract the local birds right outside your front or back door. Yeah, so that bird garden has been very beneficial in helping improve my photography skills, and it's been absolutely awesome. When my wife and I just want to go out there and enjoy nature, we might take our breakfast or dinner out there. It's just amazing to sit there and watch all the bird life around us. Anyway guys, never stop creating. I'll see you next time.